guys, welcome back. Okay, so today we're doing a full face of makeup. That's like the vibe I'm like really in right now. I'm really in this, like, just sit down and chill and enjoy my makeup. That's what I want to do. I just want to enjoy my makeup. You know, I'm seriously thinking about doing a no buy for next year. But that's something that is very hard for me to commit to because, child, when I see something I want it. But I'm thinking about it. It's a thought. That's all. It's a thought, y'all. But it's like I have so much amazing, beautiful makeup to enjoy and play with. And I love sitting down and spending time with you guys. So it's just kind of like, that's the era I'm in right now. Okay, that's where I'm at. So today I want to do kind of like a warm, earthy, kind of like brown, smoky, like, I won't say everyday look, but because I want to amp it up a little bit. But I grabbed this palette here. You know, this is the makeup, Playing in Makeup by Yolondo Visionary palette. So I grabbed this palette. This was one of the ones that I showed in my Shop My Stash, I believe, because I really want to play with this. It's just gorgeous. But yeah, it has like some gorgeous, beautiful, warm shades, some darker shades that I can deepen up the look with, you know, a black, some deeper browns. It even has some color in here if I want to add some color with the purple and the blue and green and whatnot. And the shimmers are just like crazy. So yeah, that's what I want to play with today. And I think I'm gonna do my eyes first. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer. I have this, it's so old that it's completely wiped off. I don't even remember if this is Maybelline, Covergirl. I think it's Maybelline, but this is the same concealer. I've been using this same tube for years because you know, you don't use a lot of concealer for your brows. But yeah, I've been using this same concealer to clean up my brows for quite a while because it lasts forever. But you know, because I only use a small amount really just to tighten up that area underneath my brows. Now this brow, I actually put a little bit of tint on this brow because this brow is just so much more sparse and struggle than this side. This side I actually love. I love this brow. If both of my brows look like this, I wouldn't do anything but concealer, you know, on my brows. If that, I might would just, you know, gel them up and go on about my business. But this side is just like really difficult. So and sparse. So I went in and added a little bit of tint to this brow. And of course, you know, with me applying the tint is like, I don't have the neatest of application and I'm not the best at, you know, perfecting the shape. So this one is a little bit crooked and all that stuff because of the fact that when I put the tint down, it just, child. But the good thing is, is I'm not one who stresses over having extremely perfect brows. You know, it's like, I do my best. I try to get them as close to even as possible, and I go about my business because, child, I could spend all day on my brows trying to make them neat and perfect and even, and I'd rather not. So I just kind of added a little tint to this one just to try and make it a little bit more even with this one. Now the tint that I used, I got on Amazon, and it says it's supposed to last like 4 weeks. But, child, I don't think so. I'd probably be lucky if it stays a whole week, you know, before it kind of fades and disappears. But, you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. So, Child, that is it for the brows. We just gonna clean it up a little bit with some concealer and call it a day, okay? So yeah, I'm not even going to gel them up or anything. So since I'm doing my eyes first today, I decided I wanted to kind of go back to my MAC paint pot to prep my eyelids. Man, this used to be my OG. You can see in there, like, this used to be my OG prep for my lids. I used to use this every single time I did my eye looks, but I kind of got away from it because I wanted to try something different. So hopefully I still like it because I used to really, really like it back in the day. But you know, our tastes change, and when you start doing your makeup differently over time, you know, certain things just don't appeal to you like they used to. So we're gonna find out today, but hopefully I still like it. Okay, so the first shade I'm gonna go into is called Proactive, and I'm just going to take like a larger fluffy brush. It's a little bit dense. It's not super duper soft, but I'm just going to take a larger brush and just kind of, you know, go in with that shadow in my crease area. And when I know that I'm just kind of gonna go in with a shadow, I like to just kind of tap it down to get the color applied before I start blending. So I just kind of tap it down and then I start blending. And when I'm doing my transition shade, you guys probably notice I just throw it on and go ham. I don't really worry about precision too much with the transition shade. I always have in the back of my mind that I can fix things up later. And as you can see, this shade is really just kind of like a light, very, very, very light peachy tone shade. Okay, and so since I really want to keep this like feeling brown and warm and earthy, I don't want it to take like any other type of shift, you know, like a pinky shift or a mauve shift or anything. I'm gonna go into the shade Committed, and I'm just going to deepen up my crease area with that. Warm, earthy looks are looks I don't often do. I mean, I love how they look. You know, when I see them on other people or just watching other people do them. So I don't know why I don't do them more often, but maybe because I'm so into color that it just doesn't appeal to me. But I love the way they look. I really, really do. Like a nice, warm, chocolatey eye look is so pretty to me. This shade is actually taking a bit of a more red tone than I wanted, so I'm definitely going to have to find a really, really just true brown in this palette to take it back to where I want it to go, because this is definitely pulling red. And that's probably my fault, because y'all know I can barely see. So something that looks brown to me. But then again, sometimes colors look different in the palette than how they transfer or translate on your eyes, you know? But this one is definitely pulling red to me. But it's pretty. Still pretty. Okay, so next I'm going to go into the shade Resourceful. I feel like this is like a true brown. And don't want to take this all the way through my crease. Yeah, because I'm going to get even a little bit deeper than this in the outer corner. So I'm going to focus this right in my crease area, just to kind of tone down that red a bit and bring it back to brown. Although that red shadow is pretty, it's not what I really wanted. I should have just used a more tan shade in my crease. Now I'm going back into Proactive a little bit just to kind of blend out the edge and further tone down that red a bit, hopefully. Okay, so even though this eye look is not as brown as I had intended, it's still pretty, but ciao. Okay, so now I'm going into the shade Productive, which is a very, very deep dark brown. It almost looks black. And really focusing this in the outer corner. Maybe I can, yeah. I think the next time I try like a brown chocolatey look, I will grab my chocolate palette from Juvia's Place, because I know that's some really, really chocolate brown. That is like true chocolate brown in there. So yeah. But yeah, you see how dark and deep that shadow is? Very, very deep. Dark chocolate. Ooh, Glamlight has a chocolate palette too. Okay, so now I'm just softening up that edge with that first light shade. And y'all, it might take me a little bit longer, you know, with the blending aspect in my videos. You might see me going back and forth quite a bit, and that's because I love a good just gradient blend when it comes to eyeshadow looks. Like, I try to get the depth of each eye, you know, as close as possible, as, you know, symmetrical as possible, and trying to get that blend as nice and smooth as possible. So if you see me going back and forth a lot, that's why, because I really want to try and get that blend together. Okay, so I think I'm ready for a shimmer. The question is, oh, do I want to go more goldy, more rosy? Let's do gold. I really don't be doing gold. I don't know though. That's really pretty. Let's do gold. We're doing something different today. So I'm going to put this really pretty shimmery gold on my lid. And I'm going to try not to do too much. I always get to doing too much. So I'm going to try to just tap a little bit on there and just call it a day. We'll try not to do too much. And I'm not even going to put any type of glitter primer or glitter glue, just because, you know, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to get it to get too thick or too gunky. I really just want to try and do just like a nice soft wash of shimmer over my lid. Nothing too much. I'm always so tempted to just go in with a brush and just swipe. And it's like, you know what? Just chill out, okay? Just keep it a little dainty, a little feminine, a little demure, okay? Let's just keep it a little demure today. Now, I might do a nice little inner corner pop later, but we're going to keep it demure with the little, this is a shade Clever, with the little gold taps, okay? Let's keep it demure. Is Homegirl still famous? The one that came up with that saying? Because, you know, you come up with something nowadays and it's like you're famous for a good 10 minutes and then that's it. Very mindful, very demure. Oh, that's pretty. That is very mindful and very demure. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up and then we'll do some liner. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to do something that I never do. And I'm going to use eyeshadow as my liner because I want to do something, you know, a little not too aggressive with the liquid liner right now. So I'm using this angled brush here. And this is from Morphe. It's the Morphe 165, it looks like. So yeah, it's just an angled brush, and I'm going to use this in the black that's in this palette and just try to do like a soft liner. I know a lot of people you know, use shadow as a soft liner instead of going in with the harsh liquid liner. I don't know, this, I don't know, but I'm just kind of tapping that down. I might have to clean that up a little bit better because, child, I'm already messing up. Mine look like it got a curve to it. But listen, that's the beauty of doing your eyes first, honey. I can clean it up and I really don't even have to worry about messing up my base makeup. But yeah, I'm just going to tap that black shadow along the top of my lid. And the reason why I want to try this technique for my eyeliner now is because, you know, as I get older, it's like, child, my lids are getting more and more wrinkly, more and more hard to be precise with when it comes to like liquids and stuff like that. And it can get kind of heavy, you know, and uncomfortable. And child, ain't nobody trying to do all of that just to be looking cute. So I'm liking how this is looking though. This black shadow is really nice and I feel like I'm getting it pretty neat. I'll clean this up, you know, with the little, what do you call it? With the wipe. And yeah, that was so much easier than fooling with liquid. Okay. Now if I can just, you know, keep my hand straight, we'll be cooking with gas, okay? We'll be cooking with gas. So, and I really hope that you guys kind of like grab your makeup, you know, and create looks with me. Play with makeup with me because I feel like I'm talking to you. I feel like, you know, we peeps, we friends, we here chilling together, right? And just, you know, doing what we do. So yeah, hopefully you guys are, you know, or maybe you like to just watch. I like to watch people put on makeup. I love it. I love to see the transformation. I love to learn different, you know, techniques, things that you might not even think to try for yourself because you're like, but then you try it and it becomes like your favorite thing to do, right? So anyway, I know I'm yapping while I'm tapping. But yeah, I like this. I think this is going to be like my eyeliner technique for a while, you know. And like I said, I know this is nothing new. People have been doing this forever and loving it forever and everything, but it was never really my vibe. My vibe has always been like the jet black liquid liner. That's just, but I also used to do a lot more intricate eye looks, you know what I'm saying, with super rainbow colors and stuff. And although I definitely feel like that era of my life is not over, okay, I feel like I'm just taking a break from it. So, you know, if you're like craving that type of stuff, I feel like I will be back. You know, but just the era of life that I'm in right now is just kind of more mindful, you know, more demure. So anyway, we got that liner on. I'm feeling good about it. It's not even, child. This one I feel like looks better than this one, but honey, it's gonna do. After we do this base, it's all gonna come together. So let me get some of this in, and I definitely have a fallout. You guys might not be able to see it, but I have like a little fallout shimmer on my cheeks. So I'm gonna clean this up. We're gonna move on to the base. Okay, so even though before I got started, I did, you know, wash and cleanse and actually put my serum on my face because I've been using that Glow Recipe serum, you know, trying to get my face together. But we're going to moisturize with this e.l.f. Holy Hydration face cream. And you know what? I realized sometimes I don't like sticking my fingers in my jars. I don't know why that's become a thing lately for me, but I've just been like not really wanting to stick my finger in my jar. And that's how it's like, you know, you just go through changes sometimes, because child, I've been sticking my fingers in jars like forever. And now all of a sudden I'm over here putting on moisturizer with a doggone brush, and I don't mind rubbing it in with my hand, you know, once I get it applied all over my face and stuff. But child, I just do not want to stick my fingers in my jar, and I don't know why, but yeah, so it's like once I get it on my face, I don't mind rubbing it in with my fingers. But I don't know. Maybe I just get tired of getting stuff under my fingernails, you know? Makeup products and moisturizers and stuff like that. I just get tired of it being stuck under my nails. So okay, to prime, I'm going to use my Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. I love this stuff. It's very, very hydrating and moisturizing. So I'm just going to add a little extra moisture through my primer. And part of the reason why I want to really make sure I'm super hydrated today is because the foundation I'm using is actually one that's on my chopping block. This is my Covergirl Outlast Extreme Wear. And it's weird because there's certain aspects about this foundation that I absolutely love. Like, I love how it looks. I love the finish. I love the application. So I don't know if it's the shade that throws me off or if it's the primers that I typically use with this foundation. It has SPF. It says it's transfer resistant, but I don't know. Whenever I wear it, it's like certain things I love and certain things I hate. So we just gonna have to see. I'm going to do a little bit of you know, correcting with my Tarte Shape Tape before I go in with that foundation, because these dark circles is kicking. All week my dark circles have been kicking. They just been, it's like, and I've been getting sleep, you know, and so I don't know. And I've been drinking water. You know, I carry this around with me all day. No matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, I got my big water jug with me all day, every day, just to make sure, you know, and I refill it a few times during the day. So I don't know, you know, it's like I've had dark circles, I feel like, ever since I was in elementary. So maybe it's just a hereditary child, but I feel like I've had dark circles like my whole life. So I don't really think for me it is attributed to rest or whatever, but yeah. And I'm just taking like a small pointed fluffy brush to kind of blend this in. I'm actually going to spray it a little bit so it's not dry. And this is a very generic brush. It doesn't even have any any writing on it, so I'm sure I probably purchased it off of either Amazon or like AliExpress back in the day, or even got it in a BoxyCharm or something, who knows. But usually when I would get brushes in my subscription boxes, they would have names, you know, of the brand and stuff, because of course they want to advertise that brand that's in the box. But yeah, I'm sure I got it from like AliExpress or Amazon, child. I don't know why it is that I'm not really pushed to buy more expensive or pricey brushes. I don't know why. I've tried certain brands, like I bought Sigma brushes, you know, I bought BK Beauty brushes. I just broke down and finally said, you know what, let me try some of these Refer brushes since they have that like 10 piece on sale for $100. And so I ordered those, waiting for those to come. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have my favorite brushes that I don't feel, and none of them are expensive brushes. None of my favorite brushes are expensive brushes. They're either Morphe brushes or Sephora brushes or Ulta brushes. You know, none of them are super expensive. So that's probably why I'm kind of like, not that pushed about spending a lot of money on brushes. Even BH Cosmetics, when they were, you know, alive and well, they had a lot of different brush sets that had brushes in them that I absolutely loved. So, okay, I'm going to go in with this CoverGirl. Let me see. I've actually been using these, I forget what they're called. Are they dual fiber brushes? The ones that have the 2 different lengths of fibers for my foundation. And you know, just kind of dampen it a little bit. And what I spray it with is Mario Badescu. This is a face spray or whatever. It is a facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. So it's just a facial spray just to kind of moisten up my brush. And so I'm just going to go in with 2 pumps to start out. That might be too much, but I don't think so. I'm thinking it might be the shade of this foundation, because this foundation definitely has more of like a warm, what do you call it? A warm, dang, I cannot think. And I know when I'm editing this video, I'm going to be like, girl, undertone. Has more of a warm undertone to the shade. And it's like, I think at one while I really felt like, oh, I'm warm, you know. And kind of looking at my chest, I'm honestly a little more yellow, I think. Sometimes I'm a little more of a yellow undertone, and even sometimes I feel like I'm more of a neutral undertone, more so than warm. So some of the foundations that I have, and I felt like, oh, this was the shade for me, and you know, it was perfect, and and I really was just walking around looking like a freaking pumpkin, you know, or orange, thinking that, you know, I had my undertone together because it was warm. And it's just like, girl, your undertone is yellow or neutral, because it's a reason why. And so now just putting this on right now, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe that's what is causing me to want to declutter this foundation. Not necessarily the formula, but we'll see. Because also one of the issues I felt like I had with this formula was that it just made me look too much like I have foundation on. If that makes sense. You know, some foundations, you know, they have that real nice natural look. So, you know, it's just kind of like people know you have foundation on, but because of, you know, once you put the powder and the blush and the bronzer and all that stuff on top of the foundation, it just made it more apparent, more crepey looking, more aging. You know, it's like makes me age more than is necessary. And yeah, that's kind of like what I'm feeling now, what I'm getting. I feel like even though it has a nice luminous finish to it right now, it's like in about an hour or so, when I'm, you know, in the bathroom or something, or I walk past the mirror and look at myself, I feel like I'm just like, oh, you know, like I look at my face and I'm like, oh, it's like, I can tell that I have makeup on, and it's just like, ugh, not in a good way. So yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is. The color of this foundation, along with the fact that it just, I feel like it makes my skin look older, not younger, older. So, and I'm using a brush, so it's like I'm really controlling the amount that I'm applying with this little brush. But so, you know, it has good coverage, but it's like the more you put on, that's the older and more crepey you look. But yeah, I think that it is the tone. I think the tone is too warm. Definitely too warm. That's what it is. And I feel like it makes my skin look older. So yeah, I think this foundation is going to go. Because I have too many foundations that are in the right shade for me to be walking around in a foundation that's the wrong shade. So let's see if we can fix this with concealer and bronzer. Okay, so let's brighten up with some concealer. I'm going in with my Kosas Concealer, and I'm just going to brighten the usual areas. And since this foundation color is so off, I'm going to try and distract from that if I can. And once again, I'm going in with a brush, and this is more of like a rounded brush. It's kind of firm, and it is a little bit damp. I sprayed it as well, so going in and just blending out that concealer. Okay, so I got that concealer blended out. Now I want to do some bronzing, and I'm going to do some cream bronzing. This is my Soul Cream Bronzer from Colourpop, and this is in the shade Deep. Never ever used this. I think I used it a couple of times, but I'm really not, you know, a cream bronzer type chick, but we doing things a little different nowadays. So I'm going to go in with this, see how I feel about it, see if this needs to be on the chopping block as well. But I'm going to go in with a firmer rounded brush since it is a cream, and just kind of, you know, buff some of this in. And I'm hoping it's not too dark. It doesn't look too dark on here, but sometimes, you know, okay. So I'm just picking some of this up. Ooh, I'm already liking it. I'm already liking it. And that's really why I kind of like force myself to like try different things and try new things, try different techniques, because, you know, we will talk ourselves out of anything. Like, just, you know, because we don't want to do it or we don't want to try it. And for me, I've never really felt comfortable doing cream, you know, products like bronzers, even blushes and stuff. But I feel like for me, it's less scary when I do it before my powder, because it's not as prevalent once you put that powder on. You know, it's like you have a little bit of room for error. And you could just wipe it off if you haven't put your powder down yet, you know, so. But so far, I think that I am helping to tone down that undertone for this foundation with the concealer and the bronzer. I really like this. Am I becoming a cream bronzer girl? Is that what's happening here? Is your girl turning into a cream bronzer chick? I don't know, but I need to chill out before I look like I've been on somebody's beach in the middle of the fall and winter. Let me chill out. But I love how it is shaping up my face. I do. I love it. And I'm just taking a clean brush now and just really making sure that I blend that underneath my chin so I'm not looking crazy, okay? Okay, so the Colourpop Soul, what is it? Soul Body. That was their like, that's their what, like skincare brand or something like that. But the Soul Body bronzer from Colourpop, definitely not on the chopping block. Loving that. Okay, so let's continue with the creams. I'm going to go in with this Tower 28 blush that I just grabbed during the Sephora sale. This one is in the shade Beach Please. Okay. And this is a cream as well. Beach Please. Very, very pretty. I love this tone, this shade of blush. So let's see how this one does, because I really want this to show up. So I'm really going in nice with this firm. Once again, another firm rounded brush for my creams. Ooh, we have pigment. Yes, loving it. Oh, it's beautiful. And I'm gonna go on top of this with a powder, the Gucci powder blush that I have, because I'm really liking that as well. You know, doing the cream under the powder and then doing the powder blush on top. Oh, I like this shade. That's pretty. I don't have as much light on this side of my face as I do on this side, so I have to be careful not to put too much on one side because I can't see it. That's pretty. Yeah, it's just kind of like that burnt fall type look. Okay, so to set under my eyes and my highlighted areas, I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake, and this is the pressed powder that I just grabbed from Sephora. And I'm just grabbing a triangle, so I'm going to use a triangle puff. You know, one technique that I have not tried is using the puff to apply my cream products or liquid products. You know, like people are using the puffs for like foundation and concealer and all that stuff. Now that I have not tried, and I'm just like, do I need to try that? I don't know. One thing at a time, KK. One thing at a time, okay? Don't freak yourself out trying too many new techniques. Because that is possible. You know, you try too many new things at once and then you just get scared and overwhelmed and then you don't try nothing at all. So I really, really like this Easy Bake powder. I really do. I knew I liked it in the loose form, so really enjoying it in the pressed form is not that surprising. Because, girl, okay. Girl. Loving it. So, are y'all ready for Thanksgiving? I don't even know when this video is going to go up. Is this going to go up on Thanksgiving? It might. This might be a Thanksgiving drop. But, yeah. I'm not. Your girl is not, okay? I cook Thanksgiving every single year. And while I have loved feeding my family, my children, my husband, whoever, friends, family, whoever arrives, I am tired of it. I told my husband, 30 years is long enough. 30 years of cooking Thanksgiving dinner is it's enough. I understand now when my mom was like, I'm not doing it no more. Y'all do it. I need to come to your house. That's where I'm at. I'm at that stage in life where it's like, I don't want to do it no more. So, child, this might be my last year. And would it just really be me and my husband? You know, people come or whatever. My kids might come, which is great or whatever. If they do, I'm going in with my Kiss Pro Touch matte powder. It's great, but you know, like having all that food in the house, the leftovers and all that stuff, and it's just like, you know, we don't even eat like that no more, or at least we ain't got no business eating like that no more. You know what I'm saying? And so I've never been one to want all of those leftovers in my house. I have always been ready with the to-go boxes and the to-go containers, like, honey, because this food needs to go. I don't want it. You know, I don't want all that stuff. I don't want all them leftovers. I don't want all that food in my house. You know, I'm at a age where, child, I need to be running away from that stuff, okay? So, yeah, I'm just like, I'm tired of it. You know, I cook for 2 days. I usually do a lot of baking on Wednesday, cooking certain things the day before, you know, like I might do the dressing or the mac and cheese or something the day before with the desserts. And then the day of, I'll do like the ham and the turkey and the mashed potatoes and the vegetables and the yams. And child, I'm exhausted. Okay, yeah, girl. And even, I know it's once a year and all that stuff, and it's a labor of love, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. So I have finally reached that stage in life where I'm like, honey, either I'm going to have to be going to my kid's house to eat, or a friend's house to eat, or a relative's house to eat, or I'm going to be at somebody's turkey dinner, Thanksgiving dinner restaurant out here in Vegas, because I can't do it. I can't do it. Y'all, I'm looking at this bronze, and I was going to go over it with a powder bronze, you know, my Kosas, but I'm really liking the bronzing underneath, so I'm not going to do that today. I don't want to do too much. It ain't that serious, but I am going to go in with a little extra blush. This is my Gucci blush that I just got. Let me let y'all know what shade it is, honey. This is Warm Berry. And I truly was like just drooling over this blush for the longest time, but it really is like the same shade of the Tower 28 blush. So I think this will look nice on top of that. I'm hoping. I think this is my first Gucci blush. So let's check out, you know, how this applies, the pigmentation, because I don't know. I might not like it. I'm just guessing, you know, because it's Gucci. I guessed correctly. Oh, girl. Okay, Gucci Warm Berry. Okay, yes, I guessed correctly, and I'm probably going to overdo it, so just prepare yourself. Prepare the others. Prepare the others, honey. We're about to overdo it. Oh, dang, Gucci. Oh, okay, let me chill out because I'm actually really enjoying this face today. So let me just clean it up with a clean brush. Chill out. Let's have some decorum. Show a little decorum, KK, okay? Show a little decorum. Okay, so highlight. I meant to put this on before I powdered. I'm going to go in with this Crush XO Hustle and Glow Illuminating Highlighter. And normally I just tap it on my cheek, but today I'm going to put some on my hand and go in with my brush on my hand first, just so I can have a little bit more control of what's going on, possibly. Oh, so pretty. Because I don't want too much today. Just a nice little sheen. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty. Oh, look how pretty that is. It's so pretty. Okay, let's finish up these eyes, you guys. Now, this, I have to admit, okay, this eye look is more purple plummy than I wanted it to be. But, you know, it's one of the things where in the pan, certain shades, I'm going in with just a black pencil eyeliner. Certain shades in the pan just, they said brown to me, but child, these mugs is more along the plummy purpley side, right? It's all good. We'll try brown again next week. We'll try to do a nice brown eye next week. I tried, y'all. Somehow she turned plummy. And I don't know, on the camera it might look brown, but just me looking here, it has like a plummy vibe to it, which is it's pretty. It's very pretty. Okay, now kind of want to keep this simple with the black liner. I kind of like that. So we're going to do some mascara. Today I'm going to use this Milani mascara. What is this called? Highly Rated. Okay, my bad. So yeah, this is Milani Highly Rated mascara. And I'm going to see how well it does because I'm kind of in a no lash mood today as well. So let's see how she does. I like the formula. It's nice and wet. It's nice and wet. Sometimes, you know, I like it to be a little thicker depending on the type of mascara it is. But this one is nice and wet. I'm feeling like, I don't know. Just initially, I'm like, girl, put on some falsies. But yeah, we might not. We might not. It's funny because if you guys are like OGs to my channel, you know that I never even used to wear falsies. I was anti-falsie queen. I was like, absolutely not. Child, it was so difficult for me to put them on. It was like getting glue in my eyes, on my contacts, and it was just really frustrating. But what I realized was I was really making it more difficult than it needed to be. Once I learned some easier tips and tricks of how to apply false lashes, you know, watching videos, watching tutorials and things like that, and learning more about my eye shape and why it is that I was even so nervous to put them on, it helped me immensely. Once I learned the tips and tricks and learned how to really just relax because I was stressing myself out. So it's like, if you kind of just, you know, allow yourself to relax, take your time, let the glue get tacky, hold the mirror where it's easiest for you to see the placement. You know, it's like just kind of, you know, making sure that the lash is the right size for your eye. If you need to trim it a little bit, you can do that. Once I, you know, just took the time to stop stressing myself out and stop, you know, being so anti, because it really is just, for me at least, it was, you know, because I know a lot of people, they have beautiful lashes and they will never wear a false lash a day in their life. And child, I envy you, because if if I had lashes that were long and voluptuous, I wouldn't wear no lashes either. But once you learn the tips and tricks and stuff, and just finding out what works best for you, because now I really like to apply the lashes that you can wear for, you know, multiple days or even a week, when I'm not putting makeup on and off my eyes, you know. But yeah, child, it really is just like a kid. For me, it was just like, no, I don't like spinach. I'm not tasting it. I'm not trying it. I don't want to taste it. I don't like it, you know, like no to the spinach, never. And then one day I ate some spinach and guess what? I never looked back. Spinach is the bomb, okay? And so that's how it was for me with the eyelashes. Just like, nah, no, I'm good, not doing it. And then once I did it, and that's another reason why I never wanted to put on falsies, because I felt like if I did and I really liked it, I was never going to be able to do an eye look without lashes again. And that's exactly how I feel. Now, whenever I do an eye look, it's like, oh, I have to put on lashes or it's not complete. And that's just not true. It's not true. You don't have to wear falsies if you don't want to. So, but yeah, I'm telling you, some mascara, it don't be doing the same thing, though. It don't. The mascara does not always give what you want it to give, but eye look is still, you know, pretty either way. So yeah, I think that's fine. We're just going to do the Milani today. Now let's move on to lips. But back to what I was saying about Thanksgiving, you guys. Yeah, no, I'm not ready yet. I'm going in with my Sephora Molasses lip liner. Nope, not ready yet, but I don't stress over it. It's like I've been doing it for so long, I don't stress over it anymore. I used to almost have panic attacks over it, just thinking about all the stuff I had to cook. But now it's just like clockwork. I have my list. I order my groceries. They come in, whatever's missing. You know, I order it from a different store. You know, and I just make my list of what I'm cooking on Wednesday. Make my list of what I'm cooking on Thanksgiving. And that's it. Whew, that's pretty. I love this lip liner. So I have 2 lipsticks. And they're both from Milani. Darker, lighter. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. Let me tell you the shade names. So the dark one is Sensual. And the lighter one is Desire. Now, I am not a dark lipstick person. I'm really not even a lipstick person. Typically, you guys know I throw on a clear gloss or a peachy gloss and we done, right? But I got so many lipsticks. I'm like, girl, you need to turn into a lipstick person or stop buying lipsticks, right? So I'm going to apply this dark one first. And it's fall, you know. Let's get into the fall spirit, right? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so that's the dark shade. Now I'm going to go into this one, which is a little bit lighter, you know. See how that looks. See if you can even see it because, you know, it's brown as well. But I didn't want just like a completely dark lip. So you guys can let me know if you even see a difference. I think I kind of do because it's not like super duper dark. It's pretty. This is probably the most brown thing on my face, right? But I'm loving it. Now, do we want to do, let's do a little inner corner pop. Now for my inner corner pop, I'm grabbing a palette that I really do not use as much as I would love to. This is my Flower Beauty Garden Lights. It's one of her gorgeous palettes that has like all the pretty shimmer colors in here. I really need to use these palettes more often. So I'm going to go into this shade here. And I'm not sure if I need to spray my brush. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I'll be okay without spraying my brush. So I'm just kind of warming it up. And I'm just truly going to just tap it. Because, I mean, I don't want anything super crazy. Just a little placacao right there. Just, yeah, just a little. Just a tad. Okay, I think that's pretty. Nice little pop. It works. Okay, so this is it, you guys. Wait, let's do a little setting spray. I got my e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. So let's do some of this. Okay, you guys, so this is it. This is the final look. Let me know what you guys think. I actually really like it. I do. I like the softer liner. Much easier for me to do with the eyeshadow. I like the gold. I really don't do gold, so I do like the gold. I wish it was a little more brown, more chocolatey of a look, but we're gonna go ahead and accept this for today, okay? But yeah, I really like this palette, this Visionary palette. Easy to use, nicely pigmented, beautiful shimmers. So I feel like everything worked out nicely today, even with the foundation being on the chopping block, which I definitely feel like I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. You guys let me know in the comments what you think, because yeah, I definitely feel like the color, the undertone, it was just a little bit too warm. But as you can see, I'm able to work it out and, you know, get it to kind of flow better with my chest area with the bronzer and the highlight and stuff. So it's basically like covering it up, you know what I mean? But yeah, I still feel like it needs to go. But let me know what you think down in the comment section. So that's it for today, you guys. I want to wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Be thankful for all of your many blessings. I know we all have different problems, different troubles, different health issues, mental health issues, physical issues, family relationships, love relationships, friendship relationships, all kind of things that we go through each and every single day. That's tough, hard, difficult, that we cannot avoid, because, you know, in the Bible it says there will be trouble. It never says in there that there will not be trouble, but with his grace and his love, we can overcome and accomplish anything that comes our way. So just wanted to put that out there. I hope you guys have an amazing Thanksgiving, a wonderful time with family and friends, or whoever you spend it with. If it's by yourself, enjoy your time. Just do something that you enjoy doing, okay? So anyways, that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on my next one.